Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Allen now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Allen's pass.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10. At the 29-yard
So
line.
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Stevens. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Little Mike 52.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name. How about you?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run the counter. It's Evans. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now Burrow on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Mike, right there, in the middle, 55. Let's go, D. Mike, 5.
On 2nd and 12, Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Check me out, check me out. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Let's go, one more. SOS. Hey, hold. SOS.
Allen from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run here with Evans. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He's got Evans. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A quick throw by Burrow is complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Here's Evans. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Bills nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Allen's pass.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Stevens. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Bills. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Bills will move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on 1st down. Stevens. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 26-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Bass is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they'll go right back to Evans. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Titans 10. Bills 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Butler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
4th and 4.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Just a 30-yard punt that time, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stevens, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Another carry.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The 44-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
3rd and 4.
Allen now from the gun on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up first and 10 at the 16. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Allen going to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a run with Evans. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Euro set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
21-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
The ball carrier.
Darrington Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. When you see it, you call it.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stevens. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 8.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll go again here with Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 14-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The 24-yard line.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike, 55.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Allen throwing after the interception. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Today's
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tennessee, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.